What's up with y'all? Welcome back to another reaction video. I'm Mende.
I'm Ollie.
And today we got more CJ Dachamp.
Light Yagami, anime's deadliest serial killer.
Yes, sir. Your favorite anime? I fuck with Death Note. Don't get me wrong, I fuck with it, but it's not my favorite.
It's one of my favorites. It's not like the favorite, but
yeah. No, but more importantly though, more importantly, like what if like you stumble across the Death Note?
Wouldn't use it.
She's lying. Because
you can't. Like if you use it, you can't go to heaven or hell.
You're okay with that?
And like I want to reincarnate. Like if you use it wisely, like you could solve a lot of the world's problems.
Right, at first. Then you're gonna turn it fucking like.
Bruh, that's because Light lost his mind. Like he literally went crazy. Like
you start playing God with shit, you're gonna lose your mind. It's easy at first. Yeah. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fix this, I'm gonna fix that. Now the world's a better place. But then that shit gets to your head. No, but then he took it
too far.
Why is it? But it does that way. Everybody's gonna do the same shit.
No, I don't think they will.
He thought the same thing. He was like, yo, I got the Death Note.
What about Misa? She had a Death Note. She wasn't thinking like that.
All she thought about was this nigga like.
Wait, did she even have a Death Note? Did she have her own Death Note?
If I get the Death Note, I'm turning into this nigga. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Huh?
I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know until it happens. I couldn't even tell you, bro. Bro, you don't understand how easy it is to like think you're doing the right thing, but bro, the shit you're doing is really not the right thing. You're still killing niggas left and right playing God. In your head, you're like, oh, this is right, but you're still catching bodies and shit. It's not easy to play God.
I don't know. I would feel like what I'm doing is right.
But at the same time, it's like, who am I to do all this? It's hard. I'm telling you, bro. It's hard. It's hard. That's why
I feel like it wouldn't be that hard for me, but I get what you're saying.
Shut the fuck up. What do you mean it would be hard for you, bro? What do you mean, bro? You have a hard time picking out what you want to eat for dinner. And you think the Death Note is just, oh, that's just a
No, it's just like, I can name a few people.
Huh? A few people what? That you want to get going? Nah, this is crazy.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
This is fed. This is fed. This is fed. They're gonna use this evidence against you in court. Hell no. But look, let's get into the video. We're doing the video a different layout style. So we're doing it how we play the games. I did a poll in the community notes and I asked y'all, you know, how y'all wanted the video to be. A lot of y'all voted that y'all wanted it like this. Let me know. We're down in the comment story. Go to the poll. Let us know if you guys like the video like this or traditionally. The reason why I even switched it up because I thought about, I was like, when I watch people's reactions sometimes, I kind of like when the screen is big like that, and when they're small. So I don't know. Let me know.
Yeah, I kind of like it like that too.
You like it like that too? Okay, so I'm not tripping then. We might just leave it like this then. Yeah, Hawaii that's watching this video is taking care of ourselves. Let's get into the video.
Going to jail! Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another installment of anime's deadliest serial killers. And today we dive into the case of the most notorious serial killer in anime
get him
history,
out of here.
and that is none other than Kira, aka Light Yagami. And my God, with all the evidence and the amount of victims this man racked up, this case is gonna be a beefy one. So let's stop wasting time.
I might have to watch this.
It's time to dive in to the Kira case.
I was so happy when he got his karma.
I feel bad for him, bro. I feel so bad for him.
I did not feel bad for him. He deserved it.
Count that ranges in the 6 figures and had a whole cult praising this guy, thinking that he's the Messiah.
I need somebody to help me glorify God. Then stretch out your arms, open up your mouth, and say anyway.
But you have to wonder how the actual did this generic ass background character looking toothpick built ass nigga become one of the most notorious mass murderers in fiction?
He was cooking though.
That is why we are here. So first off, we need to know what the hell the weapon was to commit all these homicides. And that, of course, is the Death Note. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows how this thing works. But if you forgot, here's a quick refresher. The human whose name is written in this note shall die. The note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. And finally, after writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6
Bro, like, look. I'm sorry, but look. I'm telling you, you think it's so easy to Death Note? When you start killing niggas and you get comfortable with it, nigga, you gonna... I might be crazy. I'm not crazy. We different people, but I'm just saying, like, you get comfortable with knocking niggas off, then it's like somebody, like, slight inconvenience. It's just like, you like,
no, I'm not.
Listen,
I'd sell it. Oh my God, I'd sell it for $1 million so I could live my best life.
Why would you sell it?
I don't know. I wouldn't really need it.
Sell it? In this world? Bro, what if the worst nigga on earth buys that? Everybody's cooked. Bro, this whole world is fucked. I'm not selling it to nobody. I'm keeping that shit. I'm trusting myself. That's it. I got the Death Note. That's it. Should they die? Should they die for that? See, that's what I'll be doing a lot of the times where I'll be like, damn, should they die for that? Nah, they shouldn't die for that. It's just not, I wouldn't want to do that. I don't want to do that. The book is not for me.
Now, with all that explained, we can now move into the first major incident. And that is, of course, the first confirmed 52 victims. Now, when Light first found the Death Note, when it conveniently dropped right
the first 52 victims.
To himself, man, bullshit. What is this, a sick joke? Who the hell would believe this? But Light, being a little curious George, decided to take the book. So later on, when Light got home, bro was a little bored. So he ended up thinking in his head, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try it out, right? So Light's intrusive thoughts took over. So he ended up turning on the news and hearing, breaking news! A local crackhead is holding 8 children hostage at a daycare. So Light said, F it, let's write this guy's name down. I mean, he's a criminal after all. So 40 seconds later, the news comes back on and says, breaking news! The children have been set free and the assailant just over and died. Oh, this man Light was shook. He was like, no. It was just a coincidence, right? No fucking way, right? But it was no coincidence. This local crackhead was the first victim of Light. But Light needed more proof because he thought it just had to be a random coincidence that bro had a heart attack when he wrote his name down. So later on that same night, while Light is walking back from cram school, he ends up seeing this lady walking, and these bikers come up and start to harass her. So ugly biker bastard right here ends up saying, hey there, pretty lady. How about you come fuck with a real nigga and come in? Spit on that thing for me.
What?
So these freaky ass niggas tried to redo a Hiller shorty in
hell
the
no.
parking lot. But Light was in the convenience store watching the whole thing like,
see,
not on my watch.
They deserve to die for that.
So he wrote bro's name down and made the cause be of accidental death, and the rest was history. Old girl breaks away while ugly bastard tries to track her down.
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
He said, watch your back.
And just like that, Light caught another body.
That was deserved. That was a deserving death.
He was like, no fucking way. I just summoned the truck home. That means I must be a fucking god.
No, for real, that's the way his brain went.
Right?
This man went back to the crib.
He said it's complex.
He about to beat that thing and said, I'm about to cleanse this world of its garbage. So this man looked up a list of criminals and just started getting active. This nigga started writing so fast, it looked like he had an essay due the next day. And he just started racking up bodies. Body. Going crazy, thinking in his head, yeah, that ugly bastard that was talking to that little girl the other day, enjoy being unemployed with Dr. Disrespect.
See, he was knocking niggas off.
Just writing down names until 2 pages were full. And look at this man breathing hard.
That nigga's tired from that.
5K, and just off of that one night, This man killed 52 criminals. Now here's the wild part. That was just criminals that died of heart attacks. Because when Interpol got this information, they was like, there could be some people that were unaccounted for. So that death toll could have easily been over 100.
Damn.
So after Light racked up all of his first victims, the name Kira started spreading like wildfire because Light was constantly dropping off niggas. Every single day he was killing multiple criminals, and people all around the world was supporting this man. They had Reddit threads and Discord servers just glazing this nigga. And
that's one of the things though, like, I don't understand why he was like clipping niggas that was locked up already. Because in my opinion, being in jail for like the rest of your life is worse than death.
I don't know. I think if I remember it right, he was doing it like to the degree of what they did. So like if they murdered somebody, then he would kill them.
I understand that, but I still feel like being in jail for the rest of your life is worse than dying.
Worse than dying? Yeah, I think that too.
Now you get to be in the booty house for the rest of your life and get took every day, get your ass beat.
But then I don't know, cause like in some prisons, like I'm not saying it's good, but like if you think about it, like there's people who don't even deserve shit, right?
Yeah.
But in prison, like you still got a bed to sleep in. They feed you, they let you work out, let you draw. Right. There's activities you could do, and it's like they don't even deserve that.
Activities. I think you're thinking about like Canada or some shit like that. I don't know. There's somewhere on Earth.
No, there is. In prison, you could do like the firefighter thing. There's shit you could do.
I don't know what y'all think. I just feel like death is the easy way out, and most killers is like fucking kill me. They don't want to be there for the rest of their life. The rest, they don't get to see. Like, bro, bro.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like Light is just crazy.
Yeah, that nigga's crazy, right?
Like,
that nigga crazy, bro. Yeah, there's no like, yeah.
Like even more, bro. Just looking at this Light.
That nigga's crazy.
That's right. Glaze me, nigga. Willie. And of course, now he got this A1 instigating Shinigami Ryuk attached to his hip the whole time now. But even though Light was killing only criminals, at the end of the day, it was still murder. And this is when this man fell for the trap. Now, this is the moment where you just think to yourself, what if Light never made this crucial mistake? And that mistake was killing Linda L. Taylor on live TV. So a worldwide public service announcement comes on TV. And this man announces himself as L. But obviously this ain't L. But Light didn't know. So Linda L. Taylor starts speaking and saying, "Good afternoon, world. My name is Linda L. Taylor. Kira, if you're watching this, we have a message for you. You are evil and you are just a mindless serial killer. And I'm gonna bring your punk ass to justice." So while Light is watching this, here come this instigating ass nigga. Ooh, Light, I'm not gonna lie, that nigga pressing your shit right now. So what the fuck you gonna do about it, huh? So here come this man Light, his ego is challenged. You think I'm fucking evil? Quit all that fucking yapping, nigga.
Yeah, he was.
And you can suck my divine dick 6 feet under. So Light got to work quick. He wrote bro's name down in a heartbeat. And after he finished, he was like, yeah, that's right. I'll show the world what happens if you defy me. So 40 seconds later, and Linda L. Taylor has a heart attack, croaks over, and dies. And here go Light thinking he got it in the bag. What's wrong? Huh? Get the fuck up, huh? Shit.
What's good, fuck, nigga?
Huh?
Wow, Kira, I can't believe it. You was one dumbass nigga. You really think I'd get my introverted ass on TV and f***ing press you like this? You one stupid ass nigga, and now I know all your shit. The dude you just killed? Yeah, he was due for execution today anyway, so he could go f*** off. Also, this is not a worldwide broadcast. We only broadcasting this in the Kanto region of Japan. So guess what, motherfucker? I know exactly where you at. So come on, motherfucker. Go on ahead and try to kill me. Do it. Come on. I'm waiting for you right here. Don't be a pussy bitch. Show me you got some balls on you. Or is it that you need a name and a face?
Fuck.
Yeah, he was good.
He got your ass. Good as you know.
Kira, know this. On my mama, I'm coming for your bitch ass. And I'm gonna put your nigga ass in a slammer.
So after this man L played Light like a fool and pressed the living hell out of him, the investigation on Kara went into full effect. So this is where we move on to our next set of evidence and next set of victims. And our first key victim is Ray Pinber. Now, Ray Pinber was an FBI agent. Yeah, this case got so big that this man L ended up getting help from the FBI to come solve this case. Because that's how horrendous this shit got. Because Light was murdering like 23 niggas a day at this point. He was dropping at least one body an hour and just toying with L the whole time. So L suspected that whoever Kira was had to have ties to the police, because how the hell would this person be getting all this information on these criminals? And what do you know? Light's dad is the police chief. So L basically made every single person that had ties to the police be kept under surveillance by the FBI. And Ray Pinber's job was to survey Light. And obviously Light didn't need this type of heat. So Light decided, I'm gonna have to put this man in a coffin. So Light came up with this devious ass plan, and that was the bus jacking incident. So for this, Light needed a guinea pig. So he found another local crackhead on the most wanted.
That nigga's ugly.
Thinking about this now,
I'm not gonna lie, I just butchered.
Like, thinking about this now, like watching this back, low-key, like, he kind of brought the attention to himself.
No, he did.
By killing Ray.
No, that.
Like, okay, everybody's assigned like an FBI agent to look after them. And the one that's assigned to you just happens to die.
Well, he was already cooked. He brought this on himself by killing all them niggas. Like, he didn't need to kill all them niggas that was locked up.
No, yeah, that, but like, okay, they have your interest in everybody in the police department. Obviously, they're gonna think you're the fucking killer if you just kill the agent that's following you.
Right, but
everybody knows, and everybody in the police department knows Ray is assigned Light.
No, that's facts, but L was gonna catch this nigga regardless. If he would have just stopped killing niggas, then I guess you gonna have to give it up now, but L was gonna get this nigga regardless, bro. Regardless. L's smart as hell.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, he brought so much attention.
Oh, yeah, he
did. A shorty. So this man dialed up one of his shorties on his roster and called her and said, hello?
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick, brother. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man. I'm a freak, man.
Where did he get this audio from?
So the next day, Light ends up meeting the girl.
Like, he just knows.
To Disneyland. And of course, Ray Pinber is right behind them, following them, all according to Light's plan. So they end up getting on the bus, and Ray Pinber sits right behind them. So about 15 minutes later, they stop at the next bus stop, and the local crackhead gets on the bus. And this man wasted no time. He
like
pulled the gun and said, all right, everybody, sit the fuck down and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. I'ma blow this nigga brains out. But sir, please. I ain't playing with you, nigga. So this man called up Disneyland and said, bring out all the cash you made today. And make sure the nigga that's bringing out got on a Minnie Mouse costume.
Sir, we're able to comply with your demands, but why the Minnie Mouse costume?
So I can get my nut off, nigga. The fuck else you expect? So while this lunatic is high out of his mind going wild, this man Ray Pinber leans over and says, all right, y'all, like he said, stay calm and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. My name is Ray Pinber, FBI. So when this man Light looked at this man's ID, bro, just
that's tough.
Stupid ass nigga. All according to plan. So Light digs in his pocket and drops a piece of paper on the floor. So the crackhead's like, the fuck you moving for, you little shit? You want me to blow your brains out, nigga? But Light meant to drop that paper because that was a piece of the death note. So old boy turns around and starts tweaking because he ends up seeing Ryuk behind him. So bro just starts emptying the mag, trying to shoot this man Ryuk, but obviously it ain't working. So bro ran up to the bus driver and said, I don't know, get me off this bus. So the bus driver stops. Bro runs out.
The bus driver should have been stopped.
Man.
Flying down the street and splatters this nigga's guts like the Nickelodeon logo. And of course, Light is sitting on this bus.
Wait, how did he get off the bus on that side?
His watch and said 11.
I don't know.
Is that how the buses are out there?
I don't know.
Light staged this entire bus jacking. Because using the death note, he made this man board the bus, attempt to hijack it, then jump out and get hit by a car due to accidental death.
That was a W strat.
Ray Pember thinks nothing suspicious of this man, because he thought, I mean, it couldn't be Kira, because he would have just offed him when he got on the bus. So now this man does not suspect Light, and Light has his name. So after Light boomed the second local crackhead, it was time to move into phase 3 of his plan. So about a week later, at a subway station, he ends up seeing Ray Pember walking. So Light puts on his hood looking like he about to hit a lick. So he gets behind him and says, Ray Pember, don't move a fucking muscle or I'll drop your ass right here. So Light tells this man that he's Kira. And to prove it, he said, look over there. You see that nigga with them glasses on? I'ma drop that nigga right now. And bro right here starts having a heart attack.
Damn, Light was just killing random people.
Off this man in the public eye. And then Light told him, don't worry, you shouldn't feel bad for him. He was a registered sex offender.
Oh yeah.
PDF file. Caught him talking to 3 little boys.
Get his ass out here.
So Light gives him an earpiece and tells him to board a train. So later on when he boards the train, Light tells him to open the envelope. And he sees all these papers. So Light says in his ear,
I want you to write your boss's name in every single FBI agent that came here in Japan. Do what? I'ma drop your ass and your bitch right the fuck now.
So Ray Pember writes down all the names. So after this, Light told him wait 30 minutes and then get off the train. So 30 minutes pass. Ray Pember gets off the train and it happens. And right before the lights went out, this man looked up and saw who Kira was the whole time and thought before he died.
That's tough.
Got to be fucking kidding me.
So after the lights went out for Ray Pember, so did the rest of the FBI's, because the sheet that Ray Pember wrote those names on were death note sheets. So the other 11 agents that were in Japan and his boss shortly died right after Ray. And just like that, Light Yagami did the unthinkable. This man bitched the FBI. Because the director of the FBI calls L and tells him,
he could have wrote fake news, low-key.
America's gonna have to pull out of this one.
But then would random people get killed?
Now it seems that Light is ready to make his victory lap. But there was one problem. There was a loose end. And that loose end was Ray Pember's fiance, a former FBI agent. So she did some snooping around and quickly figured out whoever Kira was had to be on that bus. Also, she ended up figuring out that he can kill in other ways besides a heart attack. So a couple days later, she goes to the police station because she's basically figured out this entire thing. All she needs to know was who was on the bus. So when she goes to the police station and asks to speak to Light's dad, who is over the case, just by coincidence, Light walks in and overhears her talking about it. So Light was like, who the hell is this bitch? So he walks up to her and tells her, hi, excuse me, ma'am. My name's Light. Pleasure to meet you. You see, my dad is the chief of the police force, so I can help you out real quick. You know what I'm saying? So they end up walking outside and they start chatting it up. So the first thing Light asks is, Miss Beautiful Miss, can I have your name? So she says, my name's Shoko Maki. So Light already has the name. So now his plan was to just talk her up, figure out what she knows, and if she knew too much, he was gonna offer. So they kept on talking, and she just kept on yapping, but everything she said was right. And the real stinger was, she said that, so my fiance said that he showed somebody his ID, and he wasn't supposed to. So whoever he showed his ID to, that's most definitely Kira. So Light was like, shit, she knows way too much. She got to die now. Cause if they pull up them bus cameras, Light's cooked. So here goes the sinister ass nigga. So bro starts asking her questions, but in reality, he's writing down her name. So Light thinks he's got her, but a couple of more seconds pass and she's still alive. Nani? So Light ends up figuring out, because Ryuk's ass was laughing at him the whole time, that she used the alias. So that was not her real name. So Light is starting to panic. It is do or die right now. Cause if she gets back to the
this part was so creepy. He was just like following her.
Last trick out of his ass and told her, well, you see, ma'am, it's gonna be actually impossible for you to go back to the police station because they're very busy right now. But it's okay though, because I'm on the Kira task force. Oh my gosh, really? Yeah, I have connections to L too. So this Pinocchio, long-nosed, lion-ass nigga basically baited her and told her, you know what, man, you're really smart. You should join the task force with us. All you gotta do is show me your ID so I can check your credentials.
Damn.
So honestly, she jumped at the idea because she wants to bring her fiance's killer to justice. So she whips out her ID and it's over. Light saw her real name, wrote it down, and made the Cosby of unaliving herself. So right before tragedy was about to strike, she asked this man, why do you keep on looking at your watch? Oh, because I'm Kira. Duh, stupid bitch.
This nigga was on timing, bro.
She's walking away and she's going to unalive herself in GTA. And while she's walking away, this sick nigga is just talking and saying, oh, ma'am, what's wrong? You still need to use my phone, right? I thought we were gonna catch Kira. And what makes this even more
this
tragic,
nigga wild.
We don't know what the hell happened to her. All we know is that she unalived herself.
That's crazy.
The bus-jacking incident comes to a close. All right, chop, moving on. We got more people dying. Flip the board for our next set of evidence.
We got more people dying.
We know Light's biggest opposition is L, one of the smartest characters in fiction. This nigga's anime Sherlock Holmes, and this man was on Light's ass 24/7 because he always had a hunch that Light was Kira. I mean, he literally walked up to bro and said, hey man, my name's L, and I think there's a 5% chance that you're Kira.
What?
This nigga did always have his toes out.
It's like a 5% chance, bruh. He had this man join the Kira task force to keep an eye on him more. He even had cameras set up in his room, watching him 24/7. So you know damn well that he was watching him yanking his shit.
Yo.
And don't be acting like I'm reaching. You think Light was cracking Misa? Fuck no, he hated this bitch. Speaking of that, let me go ahead and introduce the accomplice.
He did. That nigga hated her gut.
No, yeah, he did Misa so dirty.
This girl suffers from brain.
He was locked in.
And she's just deeply in love with this nigga. And the reason why is because her parents were murdered. And lo and behold, guess who brought justice to the murderer? Yeah, they were off that nigga.
That's why she was obsessed with him.
Yeah, I know.
One night she was walking home and she got approached by some crazy ass stalker nigga. And he was ready to kill her. So a Shinigami named Jealous that was weirdly in love with her decided to save her life and kill the stalker at the cost of his life. So Rim decided, I might as well give her the death note. He would have wanted it this way. And tada, Miss
so she did have her
became the second Kira. So Light decided to use her because she had the Shinigami eyes and she could see any person's name just by looking at them. But at the cost of halving your lifespan though. But Light knew he needed her to dep in his bag so he could kill people 10 times easier. So he made her pose as his girlfriend. So time passes, and one day, Elle ends up capturing Misa, suspecting her of being the second Kira, because they raided her apartment and just found a bunch of shit. So she got put in confinement. So Light said, F it, it's time to activate my master plan. So to make sure Misa did not confess, he had Rim make her relinquish ownership of the Death Note, so it would wipe all of her memories of it. Then had Rim and Ryuk swap notebooks. And in the notebook, he wrote down 2 BS rules that basically said, if the person that is using the notebook hasn't wrote down a name in 13 days, they die. And if you destroy the notebook, all the humans that have used it will die. So he told Rim, go give this notebook to a greedy, power-hungry bastard and let them become Kira, while I give myself up to L, relinquish ownership of the Death Note, and go into solitary confinement for a total of 50 days. And that's what Light did, because on day 7 of his confinement, Light gave up his ownership of the Death Note and lost all of his memories of it to take all suspicion off of him. And on day 15, the murders started back up again. And the person murdering these people was Mr. Kiyosuke Higuchi of the Yotsuba group. So him and this group decided to kill other businessmen to further the growth of their company. These niggas was Disney.
You see, you were talking about selling the Death Note. Yeah. That's the exact nigga that's gonna buy it from you, bro. Fuck.
I was just joking.
Yeah, right. It's crazy though, because all this shit is coming back to me. Bro, the first time I watched Death Note was a long, bro. That shit was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, and I haven't rewatched it since. I probably should. It's he. I just haven't got around.
The first time I watched it, I probably watched it like 2 or 3 times in a row.
Word? Oh, you was on time, man.
Because I liked it, but then I would like rewatch the last episode. This is the best.
It was too depressing to rewatch.
I like the last
No, I fuck with it.
I'm not gonna say it because I don't know if everybody. I mean, if you haven't watched Death Note,
if you haven't watched Death Note, you clicked on this shit. There's something wrong with you. Fuck. But no,
I like the scene where literally he dies. I love that scene. Like, he just got what he deserved. Like,
he did. We'll talk about it at the end, but I really don't think I don't think Light deserved it.
Bruh, you gotta admit it was funny though. Like when they knew it was him,
yeah,
when they found out it was him, they're like, he's like, it wasn't me, and they're like, he just called you my god. Yeah. And he's like, I've been set up.
I just feel like I said, I feel like anybody who picks up the Death Note, not anybody, I don't know, bro. But it's hard, bro. It's hard not to turn into Light.
No, yeah, you have to.
You gotta have some discipline for real, like 100 on 100.
Yeah.
It's not easy playing God.
I'd probably just send it outer space.
How would you do that?
Buy my way into a rocket?
You're gonna do what?
Buy my way into a rocket.
Bro, like, stop. You gonna contact Elon? Gonna rob you for that Death Note. Elon is the last nigga that should have the Death Note. Fuck that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't even risk trying to sell the Death Note, bro. I would literally just have that shit.
A bigger monopoly.
Fuck no.
The downfall was they had some rats. And that was these two right here. Because they basically sold out and was talking to L the whole time. So over time, after Light and Misa was released from confinement, and L and Light, the two smartest niggas on the earth working on the case simultaneously.
This is hard. This part was hard.
So one night, they end up baiting him out with a fake broadcast saying that they're about to reveal who Kira is.
This is my favorite part.
Later on, while this man is speeding down the road, he ends up getting stopped by a cop. So the cop do his thing. He like, license and registration, please. So Higuchi's like, all right. But this man was not reaching for the license. He was reaching for the Death Note. And he made the Shinigami ideal so he could see the officer's name. So he wrote bro's name down, then just hit the gas and took off. So this man starts a whole high-speed chase running from this.
I'm sorry for pausing it, but that's what, I haven't watched this in so long, but when Light and L was working together, that was like my favorite part of the anime. That's when it made me sad, because I'm like, bro, these niggas could really be, they could be dogs. It's like, the shit don't gotta be like this, bro. Niggas
blame Light, that's why I didn't feel bad for him.
Niggas ain't gotta die, bro. I know, blame Light.
Even L was like, I think we could be friends.
That's what I'm saying. That's what shit made me sad. I'm like, bro, like, these niggas don't even need to be beefing like that, bro. But Light is out of his mind now. So, bro, like, it can't even, bro, like, come on.
Seconds later, the cop ends up having a heart attack and crashes into the back of the truck. Another victim by truck crew. Damn, this nigga's on a tear. So that man L said, all units, arrest this nigga. And I kid you not, this shit went from Death Note to Tokyo Drift. So this man had the whole task force chasing him, L, Light, and Watery in the chopper. And they was not playing games. They said this shit ends tonight. So while this man Higuchi is speeding on the road, this man runs into a police blockade.
Damn.
So he ends up getting cornered and he is trapped. So he tries to drive the other way, but FaZe Watery is up here on the helicopter and says, not on my watch, fuckboy. And shoots his tire out, makes him spin out, and he crashes into the wall. And it was over for Higuchi. They surrounded that man.
He's
so
good.
They cuff him, pin him down, and they start interrogating him. Now here is where this master manipulator plan comes full circle. So while they're interrogating him, Higuchi tells him that there is a notebook that allows him to do all of his killings. So Light Dad goes in and searches the car, and he finds the Death Note. So when he touches it and starts looking through it, he ends up seeing the room and freaks the f out. So then the other detective comes over, and he says, Chief, are you all right? The fuck you screaming for? Oh, shit! So that man L says, bring the notebook over to the helicopter. So L gets the notebook and just starts staring into nothingness, just going into a deep thought. But he ended up realizing there has to be more than one notebook because there were two Kiras. And while that was happening, Light was like, let me see it. And Light grabbed the notebook and started tweaking.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Avatar state. Every single memory came
Avatar state.
So L was like, bro, are you good? And Light was like, oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine. It swaps over to his face and it's over.
That's what I was like, yeah, this nigga's really evil.
Yes, I've won. All according to plan. So this man pulls out a piece of paper that he had in his watch. plucks himself and makes him bleed, and writes down Higuchi's name with his blood.
Damn.
40 seconds later, while they're taking him back to the car to arrest him, Higuchi has a heart attack, falls to his knees, and dies.
This was so fucking crazy, bro.
At this man's face, bro. It is all over. It was just about to get worse from here. So they get back to headquarters, and they start looking over the death note, and they find those fake, bogus rules that Light made. And that fake 13 days rule basically cleared him and Misa's name. So they were off the hook. So this is when Light's mass manipulation went overboard. He made Misa go find the other death note, gain all of her memories back, then left a note saying, yeah, you remember that guy L? Find his real name and kill him. So she makes the Shinigami ideal again, cutting her lifespan in half again. And he makes her start killing people again. And this is where Rem ended up realizing what Light's full plan was. And that was to get suspicion back on Misa so that Rem would have to intervene and kill L to protect Misa, because Rem deeply cared about Misa. So it was pretty much wrapped.
Yeah, she wasn't going for that
Power
shit.
Goes out, and she didn't already kill Watari. This old man fighting for his life. So he ends up deleting all the data, and then a few seconds later, it happens. L has a heart attack, falls over, and before he dies, the last thing that he sees is this evil dick.
That shit is crazy.
Just to rub it in at the last second, and the lights went out. L was dead. Now here comes the attitude swap up. Look at this fucker. He's like, oh, no, it was the Shinigami guys. You know, y'all, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I really do hate this nigga. But I have to admit, game is game. This man
Dude, I'm telling you, that's how much I hate freaking Light.
So then later he ends up finding Rem's pile of ashes because she died because she was saving Misa, and Light just casually takes his death note back. So after this, Light was about to go on another mass murder.
That's tough. That's a tough pose.
This man stands at the top of the building, pulls out his pen, and just started going on a rampage. These two people that were on the task force that were basically convicts, yeah, it was raps for them. Bootleg Nina Williams. She's out here riding her motorcycle. She has a heart attack, crashes the motorcycle.
Not the cat.
Dies. And this next one was tragic.
Thought the cat was gonna get hit.
Ivor, his wife and kid walks in the room, and the kid's like, Daddy! Just to see his dad's corpse fall on the ground. Oh man, and y'all remember the Yotsuba group? They thought they were scot-free. Renji gets up and tells Suguru that we didn't, man. This is a new start for Yotsuba. Yeah, man, our stock is about to roar. Just for this man to fall over, cough up blood, and old boy right here knew he was cooked. He has a heart attack, and every single member of
He really did just kill them for no reason.
Right.
Stop there. Now, I
can't say this though. Light was a crazy nigga, but he wasn't that crazy. Just off of the fact that if he was really like, he would have gave them niggas some insane deaths. Like he could have chose anything. Like he could have chosen niggas getting like fucking stumped out by an elephant or like, bro, I don't know, fall into a meat grinder.
I don't even think it was about the way that they were dying for him.
He just
it was just more of the complex that he could do it.
You know, that's facts.
Like, he's the one that could do it. So that's why he was just doing it any way he wanted.
Yeah. Not
crazy ways. Because he didn't get satisfaction out of the ways he was doing it. He was just getting satisfaction out of doing it.
That's
because
facts.
He's literally insane.
Yeah.
They didn't confirm this, but I honest to God think that this is true. While he's on this killing montage, it shows all the past news reporters that have reported on this man. Now you see this woman right here. Peep this. On this board where it shows a bunch of criminals.
That nigga fat as shit.
She is on the bottom right, and her picture goes out. So that tells me this nigga killed all of the news reporters that said some shit about him. I'm sick. I'm actually fucking sick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fuck bad press. Y'all can suck my dick, TMZ. And after this, it just got worse. Over the next 5 years, Light's killings increased tenfold because there was nobody that could stop him. So this is a time where this man had to have dropped off at least 100,000.
That's tough.
America claimed him as law, judge, jury, and executioner because they couldn't do nothing. Look at George Bush old ass. You know he ain't do shit.
Not just America, it's America and Japan.
Because Light's reign of terror just got worse and worse and worse.
Oh, so he was doing niggas dirty like
that. And the most chilling thing this man ever did was go to L's grave and just start derangingly laughing his ass off. Look at this nigga. He has his ass.
Yo, he tweeted up
at his grave and spitting on his shit. I mean, look at that thing. That shit is moving.
Bro, what?
Light said,
I forgot he did this shit.
My testicles, nigga. And with Light's victory,
now he losing me. I mean, he been lost me.
Set of evidence.
But like
now. At this point in time, Light has taken the mantle of L. Yes, Light just didn't kill L. He took his whole flow, his whole name. And L's successors, Near and Mello, are now on his ass. So Mello and the Mafia decided to kidnap the director of the MPA so they could trade him for the Death Note. So guess what Light did? Ding, 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 you probably guessed it. Light kills the director of the MPA, so the Mafia will lose their leverage. But guess what? That's just the start of this last little list that I have. So you want to hear some more terrible shit? I got you. So since Light killed the director of the MPA, Mello and the Mafia decided, let's kidnap this man's sister so they can get more leverage. So after this whole trade went down and they got back his sister, she was so traumatized by this experience. Her mind was broken. She was so fucked up she couldn't even talk. Had her in a wheelchair and everything.
Damn, I forgot about this.
Asylum. And his sister was sadly a victim of his actions. But guess who also was a victim of his actions? His daddy.
Yeah.
This man used his dad as a pawn. So to get back that Death Note, Light decided to relinquish his. It made Misa send a message that said, Kira will be relinquishing his Death Note to somebody in the task force. And guess who took ownership of that Death Note and made the Shinigami ideal? His daddy. So later on, they end up raiding Mello's hideout. And at the end of the raid, Light tells his dad to confront Mello. So while Light's dad is confronting Mello, Light's dad was hesitant about writing his name down and killing him. So one of the dudes that was left alive shoots his dad in the back, and Mello blows up his hideout. So after this, they are in the hospital and Light's dad is about to die. So you know what this sick, pathetic bastard does? He says, Dad, please, before you go, you've got to write his name down.
Yeah, he's tripping.
Come on, old motherfucker, help me out here, damn it. Do something useful for your son before you fucking die.
Oh my God. Get him the fuck out of here.
Light was evil, bruh.
Nah,
he didn't even care about his dad. He said he would kill his own family if he has to.
Tell you
he said that in there.
This shit was. Your dad is about to die because of your actions, by the way, and you begging this nigga to get somebody's name for your personal gain. Sick bastard. And this wasn't even the worst part. Since his dad had the Shinigami eyes, he looked at Light and said, Oh, sonny boy, I'm glad to see that you not Kira because I could see your lifespan. I could die at peace. This man's dad died not knowing that his son was Kira.
That's crazy.
He relinquished that Death Note. Because the thing was that if you were a user of the Death Note, a person with Shinigami eyes could not see your lifespan. So his dad died living a life. Sickening shit. And his blood is on Light's hands. So this man joins Doflamingo in the Patricide Club. Now we have come down to our last major victim. And this one was just peak manipulation. So while Kira's influence was growing stronger in the world and Light was out here inciting riots to stop Nier, he needed the right people to spread his message. So the ex-Kira, Teru Mikami, who was basically Light's right-hand man that he personally chose after making Misa relinquish her Death Note again and losing all of her memories, decided we need a change of management. So this fat nigga, Gawa, who is the leader of Kira's kingdom and is the spokesperson for this cult, decided to stream their Sunday service on TV.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about this shit too.
So Mikami said,
I don't think I realized what was going on with that.
Every single one of these lunatics on TV. Then he saved Demi Gall's fat ass for last. He said, the doors of the church are open, but not for you. So after Mikami disbanded the Church of Kira, he chose a loyal supporter of Kira to be the next spokesperson. And that was Kiyomi Takeda, Light's ex-girlfriend back in college. So you see where this is probably gonna go, right? So Light convinced the task force that we should use Shorty to get some more leverage on Kira and find out who that is. But obviously, Light had ulterior motives with her. So one night, he meets up with her. So here go this manipulation Riz. How you doing, Shorty? You looking as fine as ever. And he just had her in the palm of his hand. So he basically told her, look, Shorty, I'm Kira, and I see that my dog has chosen you as my spokesperson. So I'ma make you the goddess of the new world. And she was so ecstatic. She was entrenched in this nigga. And yeah, y'all could probably guess what happened after this. Now they don't show it, but let's be real. Like that pipe on her ass.
How good is that shit? Oh, how good is that shit, bitch?
So after Light got done getting his freak on and getting Takeda to work with him, he had Shorty basically being another Kira. So he made Mikami make a fake notebook and sent the actual names to Takeda, bringing her in and making her do some damn killing. And she was just hypnotized. She had that Jeffrey Dahmer syndrome when Shorty's was just fiending over that nigga for some odd reason. But time for shit to get crazy. So one day, Takeda ends up getting ran up on and kidnapped by Mello. So a couple hours passed and Mello started trying to interrogate her. Bro pulled out the gun and said, all right, chop, chop. Take off
you looking like Zuko.
I'ma blow your fucking brains out, bitch. So while she starts stripping, she ends up taking a piece of the death note out that she had in her bra. So while Mello's transporting her in the back of this truck, she ends up calling Light and she on the phone saying, oh my God, baby, please help me. This weird nigga came, put me in the back of a truck and told me to shake my booty cheeks. So Light said, baby, calm down. Now, did you do what I told you to do if you ever got in a situation like this? Yeah. And that is what she did because she wrote Mello's name down and killed that nigga.
Damn.
Light, being a sick and twisted bastard, decided, nah, I'ma get as much out of you as I can until your gas tank is empty, bitch. So Light told her on the phone,
the time has come. Execute Order 66.
So he made her call up Mikami and made her tell him, send me as many criminals as you can so I can go on a killing spree. So while she was doing that, Light was just sitting in the car on the way to go pick her up. And in his head, he just said, man, you know what? You should have never went to that frat party without me, bitch. And it Light
that's
made
crazy.
her unalive herself by burning herself alive and setting everything on fire.
Oh my God.
Every single piece of evidence. And just like that, that was Light Yagami's final.
Yeah, I can't
because the next day,
I can't defend this nigga.
January 28th, this nigga got. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. With the final confrontation with Nier, Light got cooked. This nigga was
hilarious.
So sad,
he
bro.
did.
Nier read this motherfucker like a book. It was actually fucking hilarious seeing this nigga lose his mind.
Yes.
Because Mikami utterly failed. So Light tried to pull a fast one, but Matsuda just dumped bullets.
Yes, Matsuda was one of my favorite characters.
Mikami just unalived himself. Nigga committed seppuku, and Light just ran away. But they didn't even bother chasing him. He was done. So Ryuk,
they really did it.
Right?
Fucking over her.
I give it to you, Light. You was one entertaining motherfucker. But I need my notebook back. And on January 28th, 2010, anime's most deadliest serial killer dies of a heart attack. Man, how everything comes full fucking circle, doesn't it, buddy? All right, everybody, it's time for our final tally. Now, obviously, keeping kill count in this is literally impossible because there were mad off-screen deaths. And he just wasn't killing criminals, he was killing innocent people too. And also people with just petty crimes. He probably killed your ass if you got a speeding ticket. This motherfucker was just evil. I mean, you know how many families he probably tore apart doing this shit? A lot! Shit, one like equals one prayer for these families, man. But here's what we'll do. If one of y'all can get an actual reasonable number and people actually agree with you, I'll pin the comment and we'll make that our number. But you know what that number gonna be right now? Drum roll, please.
A lot.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I ain't lying. Anyways, man, case closed. And
I'd say
another installment
like
of
500K.
So hope y'all enjoyed and
probably he was killing people that whole 5 years every day.
Yes, I'm already
killing like what 25 people a day.
Until then,
for 5 years. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, bro. If I had to guess, I'll say he killed like the whole entire series. I'd say like 300K, 500K, 500K.
I don't know. That's a lot, but
that's
killing people like crazy.
I don't feel bad for him no more. Cause I was like seeing all this again. I'm like, yeah, damn, this nigga. But I look, when I say I felt bad for him, I felt bad for like. No, I still feel bad for him because he didn't. How can I say this? Before him getting a death note, he was innocent. He was a regular dude type shit. Like he didn't. It wasn't really his fault. It was his fault, but it wasn't. But it was.
But it was his fault because those were the decisions that he chose to make.
Yeah, of course. Oh God, yeah, of course. So. It's difficult though to play God. I'm saying it gets to your head. I'm just saying it's not an easy task. It's not an easy task doing that shit. He was playing it good at first, and then
got his hands on the wrong stuff.
Hell yeah, but that's crazy as hell. Damn. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna rewatch it again. I ain't gonna lie. Well, we basically just kind of did a little bit.
I like watching the last episode again.
Yeah. I like when the niggas really working together. That was tough.
Yeah.
Damn.
I guess like the 12 detectives are supposed to represent the 12 disciples, like in the Bible.
For real?
You know how like one of the detectives were a traitor?
Yeah.
Like Judas.
Yeah.
He betrayed Jesus, and that's why like Elle was washing Light's feet in that scene, because I guess Jesus washed like Judas's feet.
Oh shit, I didn't peep that. Okay, look at you finding Easter eggs and shit.
Bruh, that's because I was reading all about this on Reddit. I was like, I need to know if I missed anything, like what's with the symbolism, really? Like all of that. You know anime is good if you're like,
oh hell yeah, you know anime is good. And a movie
looking
too.
for more details about it on Reddit.
Hell yeah. Nah, that was some good ass anime. I ain't gonna lie, it's definitely top 5 for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
Hell yeah. But look, that's the video, y'all. Let us know if you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new. We catch you on the next video.